But thanks for tuning in for the WWE 2K16 live stream with NXT Superstar Samoa Joe. And if you've got anything you'd like to say to the audience, now they can actually hear you.
Yes.
That's really great.
Well, first of all, I'm glad you can finally hear us. You've missed a ton. I just want to put that out there. Some stuff went out. She was saying fleek. These guys are...
I was busting out some oh yeah.
Yeah, he's busting out some oh yeahs. We were talking about how Macho Man's basically wearing the intro from Saved by the Bell right now. He's learning how to use the counter button. Yeah, I mean, it's like we got tons of things going on. Yeah.
Joe actually recited the entire Hamlet soliloquy from memory.
Yes.
So that's pretty impressive, you guys.
Yeah, I'm just saying I have many talents in many ways, and we're going to find out a few today.
That's fantastic.
Perfect English accent.
Yeah. From my many years studying under the great English actors of my time.
Like Zach Morris.
Yeah, like Zach Morris.
AC Slater.
Well, first off, Joe, I'm a little curious. Got some questions going here. You also obviously had a controversial finish to your last match with Sami Zayn for the #1 contendership.
Yeah.
I'd like to get your take on that.
It's crazy because, like, sometimes I do, like, you know, kind of Muhammad Ali had the rope-a-dope, and, you know, apparently I got kicked in the head, but I have superior bone structure, and obviously I was suckering him into doing such a move because he was just exhausted beyond belief. And when he fell on top of me and it made it look like he pinned me, if you would notice subtly, like, I kind of suckered him into a pinning predicament because I'm both a ferocious competitor and an incredibly intelligent person. So I don't understand what the controversy is about, other than the fact that maybe Drake Wirtz has severe eye problems and couldn't see that I was clearly maneuvering my opponent into a pinning predicament. But, you know, decisions will be made. We'll see what comes of it. And, I mean, obviously, William Regal, being the esteemed wrestler that he is, he's going to make the right decision and realize that my brilliance really led me to winning that match. Hey, don't be asking me questions like that anymore, man. Right. Anyways.
It'll be interesting to see
early,
what the decision ends up being, right? They're still debating that back at NXT headquarters.
Yeah, you know, because they got to put on a little show because, Sammy's been there a while. They got to make sure it seems like they really care about him. So they're going to have a little bit more deliberation, figure it out. Eventually award me the #1 contendership, and then we'll have a fantastic main event for, upcoming NXT shows.
Great. We've got a few questions here from Twitter, Facebook, and from a site and
from a site. What
from our site.
Okay,
from the website.
From a site.
Just a
random site.
We got a general one here from Pin Juarez 0.
I love it when you got to read like their goofy screen names.
Yeah. I've got to pronounce them right.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. But they want to know who is your favorite person you've ever worked with. I'm assuming a match. Tag,
honestly, it's a tough call because I've had an opportunity to work several people who've been awesome. Everybody from Daniel Bryan to AJ Styles to Finn Balor and Sami Zayn and all these other fantastic athletes that you'll see in wrestling. So, I don't really have a favorite. To say I have a favorite would be to discredit a lot of the people that I've already stepped in the ring with and had tremendous matches with.
Well, maybe kind of a similar question, but a little different angle on it. Daniel Doust from Facebook wants to know, out of everyone on the main roster right now, who would you want to face if in your debut match?
That's kind of an interesting question. I mean, obviously somebody that I've never really had a chance to lock up with. I mean, you talk about people like that. You talk about the Randy Ortons of the world. You talk about the Rusevs. You talk about the Ryebacks. Anybody who wants to get in there and throw down like I throw down, that's who I want to be facing when I first debut.
Great. Just kind of in general, Zachary Shiloh on Facebook wants to know, I guess, what keeps you going as a pro wrestler? Obviously, you've been in the business for many years, and kind of keep bringing it to the next level constantly. So,
I have the greatest job in the world. I travel around the entire planet, get to entertain millions and millions of fans around the world, and I get to do something I love, and that's beat other people in the face, neck and head. So, as long as I get a chance to do that, I don't know what more I could ask for in life.
Great. I'm just kind of curious. This match we got on screen here is from, I believe, this Tuesday in Texas from '91, I believe. Dino, is that right?
That is correct.
Let's ask Timmy. We got Timmy White. He's off screen. They right?
absolutely.
Timmy says they're right. There we
All
go.
good. Fact is checked.
Fact checked. Y'all got Wikipedia. We got Tim White. What you gonna do about that?
Joe, do you have any favorite Macho Man or Jake the Snake memories from maybe when you were younger?
I mean, this entire feud was beyond great. We talk about Macho Man. Obviously, you got to bring up Ricky Steamboat. I mean, that was kind of just this epic encounter for the ages. And I mean, Jake's one of those unusual type of wrestlers where no matter who he was in the ring with or who he was facing at any point in time, just the almost danger and just the way he would talk to his opponents and the way he'd get inside their heads. Anybody he was facing at any time was entertaining. You know, I mean, you really can't kind of nail him down to one particular feud that outshone any other, because no matter who he was facing, I mean, he had this intangible ability to really draw you in and make you feel that person's in danger. Come on, man.
That's close.
That's close. He's trying to eke it on you.
He was. Make me sweat a little bit.
We have a question here from Draken Gaming, a fan of your own personal Twitch channel. You've done some game streaming as well. He wants to know if we'll see any new streaming from you on your channel, and if you would like to plug it as well. That'd also be cool.
Yeah, I have done some Twitch streaming in the past. Obviously, my schedule's picked up a tremendous amount, and it makes it very difficult for me to sit down and actually get some quality stream time in. Being a huge gamer, I love playing video games whenever I can, and it's just unfortunate that schedule permitting, most of the time I don't get enough time to really stream a lot of stuff, especially a lot of the new stuff that's been coming out lately. I've been really enjoying. I've been meaning to do an XCOM stream. Actually, been playing a lot of XCOM 2 lately, and yeah, I'm not just saying that because I'm in 2K Studios and I'm trying to get a bunch of free stuff. But yeah, but they killed my sniper that I really was building up, son of a bit. So I don't know. We'll see. Schedule and time and commitments permitting, I would definitely love to do some more streams. Samoa Joe Games, Twitch.com// Samoa Joe Games. It's easy to find. It's out there somewhere. And if I do, then check out my Twitter feed at Samoa Joe, and you'll hear more about it.
Great. Do you have some of the games that you've kind of enjoyed lately, or back when you were able to stream a little bit more?
I just kind of played whatever was kind of newly released or whatever people sent to me for free. So I mean, I'm a big fan of all genres of games, from sport games to wrestling games to sci-fi games, strategy, first-person shooters. I mean, whatever kind of came down the pipe, I'd be more than willing to give a shot to. So, like I said, whatever, if time permitting and I can get some more time to do some streaming, I definitely probably will.
Great. Next question comes from LX Gaming XD, and they want to know about your thoughts on the recent official signing of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke.
There was a delay.
What happened, man?
Delay. Some technical difficulties. There was a delay.
See, I know what I'm
You
doing.
talking about lag and they in the same room.
There's interference in here.
Yeah.
Some fleek stuff going
Yeah,
on.
we
I don't know.
we're gonna get on the networking guys later about that.
I don't think you know how.
I don't know. This is young people terms. Young people terms. Messing with me.
Shinsuke Nakamura, I think it's an absolutely amazing signing for WWE. I had the privilege of when Shinsuke first trekked over to the United States and started his training. I worked with him extensively and at Inoki Dojo down in Santa Monica, and to see him back on U.S. shores and getting a chance to kind of bring his brand of professional wrestling to the world is amazing. I mean, he's an incredible entertainer, incredible athlete, and I think when he does debut for WWE in whatever incarnation it is, it's going to be something special.
Awesome. Just a quick reminder, Joe is going to be signing some prints of himself for giveaway, so be sure to check the @WWE Games Twitter account. We'll be giving away prints on there. You just have to retweet that tweet, so find it. It should be quite easy to find on there. It'll be a hashtag Samoa Joe 2K16
Normal.
hashtag giveaway.
All right.
So right now we're going to go into a match. Samoa Joe will be playing as himself. A recent addition to the game in the WWE Future Stars pack.
Or as I like to call it, the Super Dope Pack.
That's right. So we're gonna see maybe have a clone match, Joe versus Joe. But we're gonna see if we can bring in some people from the pack as well.
I think they're, let's go. I don't think there's all of them downloaded. There's only Savage and Jake
Okay,
Roberts.
so this is exhibition. We have the whole showcase mode for you guys to play, but exhibition you had to kind of unlock a different way. So if you want to pick anyone else, or maybe Joe, if you want to pick an opponent
Yeah,
on
I'll
the
take whoever
entire
you want.
roster,
Ooh.
who do you want to get in a feud with
Same,
here?
same. You can have some revenge.
I'm sure you can handle that. Yeah, we'll bring Sammy up.
All right.
Bring up Sammy.
Done and
See if
done.
we can get a definitive finish here.
Yeah, we know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Man, that shot with the pillow hurt, Shane. I'm just saying.
As soon as he got hit, I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I didn't have to get hit. Excited I didn't have to get hit with the pillow. Plus the angle I'm at, it's gonna be way
Yeah,
more
yeah.
one of these shots. I don't want one of those.
Because this is the cross, this is the backhand.
Yeah.
This
Not
is-
fun with the backhand. I don't want
So while we're doing intros here, WWE 2K17, possibly down the road at some point. We're always looking for a new cover.
I heard it's
star.
coming out in 2017.
Well, they usually come out maybe a little before
Okay, good,
the
good.
actual date on the box. But
Good.
if you were going to pitch yourself as the cover star, why would you want to be on the cover of WWE 2K17?
Oh, we were actually going to talk about that after the stream in a big meeting, and then we'll all make sure that happened. But of course, because by then, of course, everybody in the world in the WWE universe will be absolutely in love with me, and will realize that there is no better person to be the cover of that game than Samoa Joe. And hey, let's face it. You have some tremendous superstars in the company. You have some guys that are incredible, have legacies that may never be eclipsed. It just so happens I'm here to eclipse them all, and it's going to take a little bit of time. But I think 6-7 months, Timmy. Yeah, I think I can get it done in that amount of time.
What do you think of Stone Cold being on the cover this year?
Hey, Stone Cold's the man. He's awesome. But if we're in the running next year, there's some more than broken skulls going down his ranch.
Nice. Well, are there any? You sat for a scan for this character model, correct, Joe?
Yes.
What was that process like?
It's kind of weird. A bunch of cameras pointing at all your nooks and crannies. But it's kind of amazing, too. Kind of being involved in other, kind of video game projects over my time and doing motion capture at various times. It's amazing how much it's kind of leapt in just the span of 10 years, and how, before it was kind of like this, ping pong balls all over you and stuff like that, to, the scanning technology they got today. It's just, it's incredible how much detail you get into these guys. And it doesn't help that, a lot of the next gen hardware makes stuff a lot, easier to do. And I guess some of these guys are really talented at their job, so they're part of that too. But
A few of us.
yeah, a few of y'all.
You're welcome for your interest, by the way.
Yeah.
I direct
So
it.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Great. And then I've seen you kind of retweet some of our gifs of you. I've seen some of the moves in the game. I don't know if you got a chance to play yourself before this, but any kind of particular moves that you feel like are kind of especially how true to life are they? Like the moves
Definitely the corner splash and the turning into Gary. It's something that I've is really kind of unique to me, I guess. And a lot of the stuff, some stuff from my from the past and I've done before it's really interesting to see that in the game. So you guys definitely did their homework. They went out there and they tried to figure out my moveset from both my limited time here in NXT and stuff from my past, so it's pretty good. Look at you. Oh, you're just such an honorable person.
Do what I can.
Yeah.
Scared of that pillow.
Well, I'll try to distract him with as many questions as possible. during this.
Perfect. Just don't distract him enough where I get hit.
I'm saying that pillow could be right there, Brian. Better watch out.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like your mom with the slipper. Be like, "Ah."
We're definitely getting a lot of questions from the stream about what you listen to on the road, music-wise, Joe.
Man, anybody knows me, like, if you press shuffle on my iPod, you're gonna get the weirdest mix of music genres ever. Big Rage Against the Machine fan, big hip hop fan, big Southern California punk fan. Bands from Sublime to even the new itinerary to Sublime with Rome, the Dirty Head, stuff like that. So there's not really any kind of genre that I don't listen to when I'm on the road.
Great. We have some questions here about another recent signing. Your old pal AJ Styles. Do you have any tips for him when he was first pulled into WWE? Did you give him kind of the WWE rundown?
We talked. We talked, especially when he was kind of making his decision. I mean, obviously, he was working overseas in Japan and doing really well. And I had kind of. See that? See that?
Dang. Taking out the leg.
Yeah.
It's so
I can
real.
do that with a pillow. I'm just saying.
I got bad knees.
So yeah, I mean, when he was kind of making his decision about coming to WWE, and he asked me kind of extensively what the vibe was like and all that, and I told him, hey man, it's definitely the place to be, and now you see he's debuted and he's doing awesome. So I'm over the moon happy for him. I'm glad that he's joined the company.
Great. We got a question from Gaijin Bill 12.
He's a barbarian. That's what Japanese
Yeah.
is.
Obviously, big Japanese wrestling fan, and you spent a lot of your career there. We got a two-part question.
Ooh.
How excited are you that Tatsumi Fujinami is included in the Hall of Fame Showcase DLC? And B, I'll ask you B after you answer that one.
Fujinami, it's awesome, man. When you talk about a guy who innovated so much, so much different kinds of crazy offense, and is responsible for some of the greatest matches ever, kind of perpetrated on Japanese soil. I mean, you got to put Fujinami in the conversation. I mean, he was one of the first few kind of massive draws in Japan, and to see him included, in the game is just kind of surreal. It's a guy that you never think that would ever be put, in a game here stateside. So the inclusion of him it's awesome. I dig it. I'm a huge fan of Fujinami as a person and as a wrestler. And for me, kind of coming up in Japan, he was a big influence on me too. So it's just awesome to see him in a game.
Awesome. Well, it's cool to see kind of his unique style, and he was a very big innovator as well. See some of his moves incorporated into the game. Part two of the question was, what is your favorite item at the Rivera Steakhouse, and what color jacket did you end up?
Okay,
getting?
so first of all, there's only one item at the Rivera Steakhouse, and it's kangaroo steak, because that's what I'm pretty sure the meat's made out of. No, yeah, I mean you get the steak. I didn't do the Road Warrior Animal Challenge, which is like 4 steaks and then like 7 scoops of rice or something crazy like that.
With the little corns out
And
of corns.
yeah, it's not even like a challenge. It was just like he ate that much one day, so then it's like a gag, like, oh, can you do as much as animal? But yeah, I did that. As far as jackets, I got the nicest one I have this metallic gold one, which is just slick. It just looks, yeah, it's super slick. See, everybody, here's what happens. See, if the owner likes you, you get like kind of like prime choice of what jacket you want. If you don't, then you get that nasty like lime green with blue trim one. Like if you just some chump you don't know about, you get the sucker jacket.
What color you got, Steve?
I got a nice silver
Oh.
one.
Yeah, silver. Oh man, the silver's nice too. Silver black trim. Yeah, that's what I got the first time. Second time they gave me the gold.
See, you
just gotta go-
one up me, right?
Yeah.
You just got to go back a couple times. Awesome.
They just gave me the little corn side.
Yeah.
Joe, I understand you're a native of Southern California. Are you more of a LA Dodgers or Angels fan?
Angels fan. Like I said, I grew up in Orange County, so LA, that's Dodger territory. In Orange County, we're down with the Angels, man. So yeah, definite Angels fan.
Yeah, that 2002
Give us our
still
ring
hurt.
back.
Still hurt from that.
We've got another question from Spicy44. Wants to know if you've ever worked with Ric Flair, and if who's also in the Hall of Fame Showcase pack. If you ever worked with him, and what are your thoughts?
I never wrestled Rick, but I got to work with Rick a few times, man. And it's funny. He's one of those guys that's just he will never ever not be Ric Flair, and he'll never not be in a ring. I'll tell you that right now. He can retire a million times, but Rick, he loves the business. He loves to wrestle. He loves to be in that ring and be involved with it. And hey, the business is better for it. It's he's a just he's the man. He's amazing even to this day. He doesn't lose a step. He can still go in there and get down, and he wants to get down. I'm sure that if the powers that be would let him, he'd be wrestling full-time actively now today. I mean, he's just Ric Flair embodies to me what it is to be a professional wrestler.
That's awesome. We've got another question from Derek 316, who wants to know what your favorite traditional Samoan dish is and why.
I mean, Kluapaa. I mean, it's kind of like everything. That's like the mainstay for any Samoan. But my favorite personally is probably palasami, which is like it's kind of coconut milk with the taro leaf wrapped around it and bury it, and they cook it in the umu and stuff. And y'all don't know about that. Trust me, this is gonna be something like the gourmet chef's gonna be on like in 2 years talking about. Oh, this is a crazy native dish I picked up in the Orient, and then it'll be on some like Michelin star chefs like new menu and stuff. So you heard it here first.
We got another question here.
Oh!
No.
Wait. No, it's the dragon. Oh! No, and then he crosses up. He puts you in a straight jacket, and then Oh! Okay.
Take that. That's what you get.
Yeah.
You get to bring in the muscle.
Yeah, rope break.
Oh.
2-2.
Mother. Stop that.
Oh, this is looking good.
That had to hurt.
Big kicks there.
It's my thing. Kids dig them.
You got anything loaded in those boots or the knee pads or?
No, and I kind of resent the implication that I ever would. Steve, what are you telling these people, man?
I didn't say a word, man.
It's like Iron Mike Sharp.
Great. We have some questions from the stream.
Ooh.
If you are much of a hockey guy, and if you like the Ducks.
I do watch hockey, and like I said, as a kid, I was kind of a Ducks fan, but as I've grown older and I've become kind of a Lightning fan now. So go Bolts.
Was it because of Emilio Estevez and Mighty Ducks?
Yeah. And then once they did the disassociation from the Disney franchise, I was like, man, come on, stick to your roots.
All right, for those just tuning in, we have Samoa Joe here, obviously, playing as
Oh,
himself.
No.
Beating up
No.
Sami Zayn.
No.
Uh-oh. This could be it.
No.
Oh,
Go
no.
sleep.
it's in deep.
Oh,
Go sleep.
So bad. This mission
Oh.
says-
Oh.
Oh!
Joe. All right.
Yeah.
Seriously?
More people, come on.
We have a winner. I
Man.
believe this earns you the official 2K title.
Oh, thank you very much.
Damn.
Oh,
I haven't seen that bone in a long time.
Custom made.
mm.
Very nice.
Oh, it almost tastes as good as your tears.
Oh!
I used to wear that belt.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
Shane
you
had
sure
it
did.
once upon a time.
Back
In a
in our
land-
first stream.
Ah,
So long ago.
Such a long time ago.
such a long time ago.
It was.
I was answering questions that whole time.
You were. You were.
What's your excuse, Shane?
I didn't want to get hit.
Yeah. That's good. We're going to put this away for right now.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Great. Well, we have another vote here for our next Hall of Fame match. And let's see what the results are. If I got a signal here. Let's see.
This is a really nice belt, guys. I gotta hand it to you. You guys put some effort into it.
That is custom made.
Yeah. Is that real? Yeah. That's
Okay.
authentic copper. Really
You know
nice.
what?
No.
We had a 4-way vote, and winning with 40%, we have Rikishi versus The Rock.
Ah.
Finally.
Oh, I can't.
See, this was really hard for the. This game was really hard for the Samoan community to get behind, man. It was very confusing, you know.
But you did it for the people, right?
We did it for the people.
Well, speaking of Samoans, can you kind of describe, for those maybe not familiar, kind of the history of the Samoan drop maneuver that
Oh, absolutely.
everyone uses?
So obviously popularized by the great High Chief Peter Maivia. but it's actually based on how most of the parents grab their kids when they're not doing anything right. Ancient custom. Sometimes
Catch them out of nowhere.
yeah, like my mom's had a mean Samoan drop, bro. Let me tell you, she scoop you right up. You don't want to listen. You don't want to do dishes. All of a sudden, next thing you know, you fly to your back in the kitchen, wondering what happened.
Stepped on the Lego.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the Lego one, that was the worst. You didn't even know it was coming. She like sucking you with a hug. Come here, give me a hug, baby. Yeah, bam, and then all of a sudden you're on the ground. So, very traditional thing in our culture,
Very cool. So right now we are watching a scene from the
Oh,
Hall of
so you
Fame
guys run like the
showcase.
whole clip of everything that happened?
Yeah.
And-
Oh, yeah.
Go to it.
yeah. See, that's just family love right there. I don't know what Steve can understand, man.
But yeah, as part of the Hall of Fame showcase, you get a lot of these clips from the actual matches, and then you get to play the real thing when it all comes together. The Hall of Fame showcase pack comes out tomorrow, and it might be a little bit earlier depending on which platform you're on. But you get the full video package that actually aired before the match, or at least somewhat close. Am I correct, guys, with that?
Yes.
Yes.
And then you get to kind of play through the big moments of the match. Shane, you want to kind of describe some of the big things to look out for in this particular showcase match?
In this showcase match,
Yeah.
you get to do. So Rikishi gets a little dirty in this one. Gets a sledgehammer. Tries to get a rough with the Rock. Rock's not having it though.
That's how most of our family disputes are kind of settled too. So.
Sledgehammer. Ultimately, though, Rock gets put down with a little bit of the old Rikishi drop. A few times, in fact.
Takes that a little bit.
Ooh,
Just like that.
Oof. Rikishi used a lot of car weaponry in this feud, right?
and had an ill clothing line, which I
Yeah.
really appreciate too, man.
Yeah, you made them cool.
Damn, way cool.
We should bring that back.
Yeah.
Did you ever pick up any
Good
of his
idea.
any of his clothing line back in the day when it was?
No, it was always sold out, man. I really wanted that. Yeah, that kind of like that Eddie Murphy Raw suit vibe going on.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, was it? As far as development, were you guys able to get any? Was it tricky to put together this kind of the ring attire or anything? Like get all the robe physics and all that? going?
Always. Anytime someone has a robe or a towel.
Yeah.
I know that towel was a problem. What
Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that
was
towel took-
clipping like crazy,
Oh.
wasn't it?
That towel
Man.
took a minute. Well, first they gave me a washcloth size towel.
Yeah.
Because this it? I'm like, nope, that's definitely not it.
I want to know what the material that towel's made of. It's very flowy. Like,
Yeah.
I really wish my natural towel flowed like that. Like I'm,
Yeah.
I'm on some 1600 count cotton. That look like satin.
What is that, velvet?
Yeah, what is that, velvet? That like,
Great. Well, once again, if you would like to win a signed print from Samoa Joe, all you have to do is retweet our pinned tweet. It's got the hashtag Samoa Joe 2K17 in it and hashtag giveaway. So be sure to get on that, and you'll have a chance to win a very nice print signed in gold, just like Samoa Joe's cherished Ribera jacket and his championship. that we-
yes.
Right at it.
Yeah.
Rocky ain't messing around.
So, Joe, do you have any favorite memories from The Rock or Rikishi's career?
I think I was kind of being around for, kind of Rock's early days in the nation and just kind of seeing the evolution of him and just like, it's like anytime you see that there's that special moment in every wrestler's career where it's just that they're kind of reaching that penultimate tipping point. And I think that whole era where he was in the nation and he was just kind of branching out on his own and kind of stirring up his own mess and just kind of coming into his own. That was probably like my favorite time to watch The Rock, because I mean it was just, you knew something special was going to happen, you knew something special was going down, and then to see it kind of explode from there was just was amazing. And as far as Kishi, I mean, like, Kishi's a cat that was around forever. I mean, so many different incarnations in so many places, and just even to this day, man, he's just an incredible entertainer, performer. When you talk about, a lot of times guys say, the agility for your size. I mean, the guy who originally had amazing agility for his size is Kishi. I mean, he's the guy who was probably 300, 400 plus pounds at certain times, and I mean just moved like lightning. And I mean he's even in that aspect just very much kind of inspiration for me and for a lot of Polynesian wrestlers, because he looked like us, he worked like us, and he just he was athletic as hell and can get out there and throw down with anybody.
Great. Well, we have a. Speaking of refs, we discussed earlier in the stream here, little ref controversy. This might cause some more. NavGuy2016 wants to know, who is the better referee in history, Tim White or Mike Chioda?
You can't ask me. Listen, listen, buddy.
Drama.
One's responsible for my ride back home.
And Mike's not here.
Yeah, and Mike's not here. So Tim White's probably just the baddest referee that you could ever see in the. But yeah, there is no answering that question, man. Let me tell you that right now. There's one thing that you learn in wrestling is that you know what? We give refs a lot of guff in the ring, but outside you better treat your ref nice, because they'll make your life miserable.
Well, speaking of referee Tim White, if you've tuned into the stream before, you know that he's occasionally drops in and has a few kind of memories of a lot of the people that we've play on screen here. Tim, would you be able to kind of...
Come on, Timmy!
Yeah. Yeah.
Love to.
Scoot over, man.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna
Watch out for the pillows, Tim.
Yeah, I saw what he did with those pillows.
All right, Tim, welcome to the live stream
It's
here.
the man right here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking about the 2015 Hall of Fame Showcase pack. Were you at the Hall of Fame induction this year?
I was,
Yeah.
yes.
What were some of your favorite memories from some of the people who were inducted into the Hall of Fame in the 2015 lineup and who are also in this pack here?
Well, with the Bushwhackers,
Yeah, the
2015.
Bushwhackers. Sorry, yeah, they were in this
Well,
year.
absolutely.
They're battling the natural disasters in our pack today.
okay, well, let me tell you something. Butch and Luke, one of the nicest guys and the funniest men I ever met on the road. And I believe they came from New Zealand.
Mhm.
And, to see those guys and finally be inducted into the Hall of Fame was a real sweet spot in my heart, because they were great men. They entertained people, especially children, and they were fantastic. So I really enjoyed their company, and I enjoyed what they did through the years. So that was my favorite part of the Hall of Fame last year.
Great. Do you have any fun road stories of the Bushwhackers getting into trouble?
I can't really tell you that. Sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Butch was the funniest man on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
He could sing limericks and tell you jokes and do things. He was just a terrific. I mean, just was. He still is a great guy, and I loved them both. They were terrific, and I think everyone knows that I travel quite a bit with Andre the Giant, and he pretty much finished up his career with the Bushwhackers, and he loved them both too because they were great guys. So.
Did they ever lick your face, Tim?
I'm not telling you that either.
I'll take that as a yes. Well, we also in the pack have some very good old school guys like Larry Zbyszko and Arn Anderson. Do you have any stories from their time?
Well, when I was an agent, after I finished refereeing, I got close to On, and I worked with him when he worked with Tully when he came to WWE, and he's just a terrific person, and they're lucky to have him there to guide the young talent through what they have to go through to get to where they're at. And On, I can't say enough about.
Very cool. Now, what are some of the? Have you ever kind of? Can you tell
Was
me
that
kind of-
Larry Zabisco? with
Yeah.
him? Oh, God. Larry. He's also down at the training facility
Yeah.
now in Orlando. And Larry is a terrific, terrific guy. Never got to referee or be around him much, but I just know about him. And, as you travel down the trails together, you get to know people. And you hear about them too, even if you weren't with them. But everyone goes, stand-up guy, good guy, can take care of business. Larry, same thing. But I have a close relationship with through the years together as an agent.
Larry also owns more Hawaiian shirts than both of my parents combined.
I started wearing Hawaiian shirts because of him. Can you picture me in a Hawaiian shirt with Georgie Animal Steel and Arnold Skolin drinking Mai Tais?
I just did.
Hawaii?
Yeah,
Oh,
Can we go there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you you refed Jake Roberts and Macho Man in the past, right?
Oh yes.
What are some of the? What was it kind of like to?
Let me
ref some of
let
those
me
guys?
tell you, when you get two guys that are so great at what they do in the ring, I almost stood back in amazement. And I'm just there to referee, okay? I know what I have to do, but they put on such a spectacular show. They were terrific, absolutely terrific, and it was a pleasure being in the ring with them. To be honest with you, it was my pleasure completely.
Great. Thanks a lot. Awesome. Well, thanks for popping in, Tim.
Well, I don't like you.
I'm
I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Give him his belt back.
Let's
Let's
get out of here.
The great referee, Tim White. Always great to have on as a guest here as well. Joe, I was curious. What?
It's like having your conscience talk to you, you know?
Chill. Let me.
Creepy little voice in the back here.
So what was it like?
Someone wants to know if you took on Mario from Super Mario Brothers, how would in a match what tactics would you have to use against
What tax would he use against
a
him?
fake video game character?
Well, first of all, I would tell him I didn't do anything to his girl because apparently he's really obsessive over her.
That's an Italian thing.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I'm not laughing at it because I agree with it. Just want to point it out. That's
That's true, man.
Doesn't matter if you're Italian, it's still very insulting. No, and secondly, I mean, obviously, I'd put a hard hat on or something because I mean, I was really just gonna try to jump on my head. He's very similar to Finn Balor. In fact, I wonder if Finn Balor he's really more Italian than he is Irish, where he's always trying to jump on people's heads. So, I mean, that kind of be my general strategy, and then we work it out from there. Yeah, I'll snap those suspenders on him real quick. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, well, hopefully he doesn't have any fireballs at the time.
Yeah.
That would complicate things.
Yeah, magic flowers. Yeah.
We've got another question from John Shemek on Facebook. If you could face one retired WWE superstar when he was in his prime, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Retired.
You know, they never retire.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, wrestlers don't really ever retire. They're a phone call and a payday away from being back on the game. Let me tell you right now. Like my friend Steve over here.
I'm available for booking.
Yeah. Trust me, this 2K thing don't work out. He'll be in some war paint, tomahawk chopping people in about 10 minutes.
That's right. Phone call away, man.
I mean, I think first, I mean, if he's really retired, I guess. But I mean, Stone Cold would come to mind, man. I mean, he's just kind of that awesome kick-ass performer that you want to get in the ring with, and has this incredible, crazy energy. And I mean, you know, his legacy and what he's done speaks for itself, and I'd love to get in the ring and mix it up with someone like him because, you know, I think we're very similar in the sense that, you know, we have a very similar kind of MO when it comes to competing, and that's going there and bust the other guy in the face until somebody can't get up no more, and you know, I love that opportunity.
Awesome. Well, we have time for one more match here. The hour's been flying by. The Twitter vote with 53%. We have the Outsiders versus Harlem Heat.
Can you dig it?
All right, now listen. I'll give you a little pep talk here.
It's
The
only
whole
good.
time you've been gone,
Yeah.
secretly he's been whispering some, just like
Hateful stuff.
about your family.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like it
is
was
he in
weird.
person?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm about to bring out the big guns.
yeah.
Are you lucky it's only one player though, Shane?
This one.
Man, really? You gonna put me on blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. That's what you gotta do.
Dino, you want to take this fix?
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh,
See
watch
See
out.
how I hand
Okay.
it off?
Yeah.
Dino doesn't go soft on anybody.
You heard?
So, Joe, since the move to Orlando, obviously that gets you real close to Disney. Have you and Tim gone to the park together and gone on any rides, or Space Mountain, or Indiana Jones, or anything like that?
Timmy's a wild man when it comes to theme parks. So every time we do go to Disney, like he wants to do everything in the park. Like, how many times have we been to Disney, Tim? 17 times consecutively. Specifically me and Tim, and it's been nuts every time. Like, you know, I want to do the sensory rides. Let's go to Indiana Jones. Let's check out the new Star Wars thing. Timmy's like, that's silly stuff. Let's go get some coasters, kids. So then, you know, we go hit the coasters. He rides Space Mountain one too many times. You know what I'm saying? And we just have a good time like that. So it's been
Jump back in there.
lot of coding in that statement, kids. So yeah, man. Yeah, you know, of course. Actually, a little known fact: my father, he actually started the Tahitian Terrace Polynesian show in the original Disneyland. Was hired by Walt Disney, currently in the Disney Entertainers Hall of Fame. And so, you know, I growing up in Southern California, I practically lived at Disneyland. And, you know, which is pretty cool until, like, people ask you to Disneyland and you're totally sick of it. Or you still walk through the place like you own it, like going through the staff entrance to cut through Fantasyland so you get to Tomorrowland a little bit quicker and stuff. So, yeah, man, I'm a big Disney fan. And, you know, I think me and Timmy probably got another few trips in the books here coming up, you know. Gotta get, you know, got Club 33 passes, you know, we do
Yeah,
it
I don't
right.
think so.
I could just see you guys on It's a Small World.
Just huddled up.
Yeah.
We used to love the teacup ride.
Yeah. Except he's always spinning too fast.
Yeah,
Man. He's wild, man.
Well, we have a question right now. Someone's wondering, obviously with your long career, met a lot of people on the road. Is there anyone who's currently not in NXT/WWE that you would like to join up and like to face on NXT or WWE?
You know, honestly, if you would have asked me that question 6 months ago, I probably would have had tons of people. But with all the recent signings, you've pretty much scooped in most of my friends that I would love to see in a WWE ring. So, I mean, yeah, that question becomes implicitly much more difficult now. You know, always had a great rivalry with Christopher Daniels throughout my entire career. Another guy who came from where I was from, California, Southern California region. So, I mean, you know, I'd love to see him at some point, but, you know, we'll see. Logistics and all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, other than that, like most everybody that, you know, I would like to see here is here currently. So, yeah, then there's a few other people out there who I guess, you know, who knows what the future may hold. But as of right now, I'm pretty content with a lot of the recent signings that we've brought into WWE.
Nice, a lot of good matchups there.
Yeah.
We have another question from Andros2K. Wants to know what inspired you to get into wrestling.
You know, honestly, growing up, my parents had a large, like I said, Polynesian dance troupe, and we, you know, from when I was 5 years old, I was kind of on stage, and we traveled all the United States, all over the world. We did tours in Western and Eastern Europe at the time, because the wall was still up. We did, I remember living in a Taiwanese theme park for a summer because we were doing shows there exclusively. And, kind of traveling, entertaining people, it's kind of always been in my blood and been what I've done. And my father, it's funny, we both enjoyed football and basketball and all the sports, but one kind of common thread that I think myself and my father always shared was wrestling. It was one of the few shows that we ever watched together. We all like sports, but we like different teams, and we watched them at different times. But kind of pro wrestling was this really common thread between me and my dad. And growing up loving wrestling and having it be the spectacle that it is, and just this crazy entertainment field that it is. When I was kind of by happenstance given the opportunity to get into the wrestling business, I jumped in with both feet and never looked back. And within probably a year and a half to 2 years into my initial foray into wrestling, I found myself living overseas and wrestling in Japan, and then I found myself traveling the country and getting this amazing opportunity to see the world and wrestle everywhere. And it's funny. When I got into wrestling, I really got into it because I thought it was cool. And then as I stayed in wrestling, I realized it was just this amazing lifestyle. It's this amazing life experience, and it's kept me in wrestling to this very day. And I keep loving it more and more as I go along.
Nice. Well, I have a feeling there's going to be quite the range of answers on this one. We have a question here. What is the most impressive and least impressive building/venue you've ever wrestled in?
Ooh. It's a rough one. Most impressive, there's a lot, but I think for energy and vibe for me throughout my career, there's a couple. One is Kirk Hall in Japan, kind of a very famous kind of mid-level venue that's over there, but it's just so historic and so much great wrestling has gone down in it, and there's such a entrenched fan base there that it's kind of out of this world. The Murphy Rec Center in South Philly, kind of a place I started out, but in an absolute hole in the wall, but and no air conditioning, 1,002 degrees inside the place in the dead of winter because there were so many people packed in there. But at the time we were there and we were wrestling, I mean, just the fans were so rabid and so amazing. It was incredible. And and though I was involved with a lot of stuff there, the Budokan in Tokyo was also another kind of favorite venue of mine where I got a chance to have these really amazing matches with people, and the fan base is so incredible over there. The least impressive venue, probably where I started out, which was it was a glorified carport, really, that a ring barely kind of fit in the back of an industrial warehouse called the UIW West Coast Dojo that could fit 2 rows of chairs and a couch, and the couch was like the VIP section. So other least impressive venues. There are scores of those. I can name you 22 million different armories, which I wonder, why people would ever run there. But at the end of the day, it's the fans that kind of make it worth it, make it fun. So there really isn't any real bad venues. It's just some really outlandish and ludicrous ones.
We've got a question here from DJ Rush 2886. I think he's from the future.
Yeah.
He wants
or
to
there
know,
was like 2,875 other DJ Rushes.
Yeah. I bet he's the best out of all the
Yeah,
DJ
of course.
Rushes, though. He's probably got the most smooth mixes. Do you have a dream
Mixtapes.
tag partner?
Dream tag partner. I heard there's a lot of advances in cloning, and I'd love to see them make another me. I think we'd...
So player 2 Samoa Joe with alternate color
Yeah,
scheme.
with alternate color scheme. Yeah, or like, casual outfit Joe, Sunday in the Park Joe, whatever, I have many facets to my life. I like the fans to see them, so.
Just get Joe with a mustache.
Yeah. Oh, Magnum P.I. Joe.
The
Oh.
greatest. You'd be the greatest.
He definitely has a friend with a helicopter. That's all I know.
for sure.
Raven Lee from Facebook wants to know, what convinced you to go to WWE and so far, has it lived up to your expectations of what you thought it would be?
I think the biggest deciding factor in me coming to WWE was, having a chance to sit down and speak with Hunter and kind of seeing his vision for the NXT brand and what he was looking to accomplish. I mean, the NXT brand, and as many, people in the WWE universe kind of followed, has just kind of exploded and become this incredible phenomenon unto itself. And, I've had the great opportunity at several times in my career to be a part of promotions when they are kind of hitting their stride and are, kind of exploding onto the world scene. And, it's rare that you get to be a part of that once. I've got to be a part of it several times. And kind of coming in, talking with Hunter, speaking with a lot of the talent in NXT, knowing a lot of the talent and knowing what they're capable of in NXT, and seeing, what they were producing, what was going on. I very much felt that same vibe and that same energy. This is something, kind of new and almost unheard of. And in a lot of ways, when you think of the status quo, is almost unheard of and outlandish. And, just feeling that vibe and just speaking with the people that I spoke with, it made my decision very easy. And, I was happy I made it. It very much has lived up to the expectations that I thought of it. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of the incredible product that NXT is today.
Awesome. Well, I believe we are out of time here. Thank you very much, Samoa Joe, for joining us here on the live stream as we promote the Hall of Fame Showcase Pack that comes out tomorrow. Priced at $9.99 or available in Season Pass for $24.99.
Which is a great value when you really think about it.
It really is.
I said the thing about a great value. Does that mean I get the little...
Yeah, we need to get you a code.
Yeah.
But congratulations on your 2K championship there, Joe.
Yes.
Choking me out.
It was awesome. My opponent was there, and it was really great to be here.
I was.
And be a winner. Made some good choices today, man.
I did.
Yeah.
Didn't get hit.
No, you
That's
didn't.
Sweet. That's
Yeah.
a sweet decision.
Days young. All right. Cool. So, I'll wrap this up because you're incredibly boring. Thanks for joining us for our 2K stream. I mean, we had a great time here. This is the champ me. Wishing you the very, very best. And sorry for the audio issues at the beginning. I'm going to say something to him about that. But, hey, the next time we have one of these, and I probably won't be here, you guys should tune in anyways. And, hopefully he'll get better at what he does.
I'll definitely get better.